Hi, my name is Kate Regis and I am the Library Media Specialist here at John Hardin High School. This is my very first year here at John Hardin and this is the 15th annual Big Read event. This is an event that happens once a year. The way this works is students will volunteer to come to the school after school 5:30 to 7:30. There are 13 different books that students get to choose from that are each all sponsored by different staff members. This year we had over 125 students sign up for this event. So they sign up to come to the event. This year's event is 1920s Roaring 20s theme, which is why I'm dressed like this here tonight. So students come for food and refreshments before the event begins. They're outside right now playing 1920s marbles and jacks games. Afterwards, we will go into the Library Media Center where they will meet with their staff members who also read their designated book, where they'll get to discuss what they liked and didn't like about this book event. So the 13 books that were selected, what I did is I read each book ahead of time, and each book represents one of our genres in our library. Our library is genreified into different sections based on subject. So there is one book to represent each genre in our library, so all of our students can find a book that they enjoy to read.
Hi, I'm Emma Sanders. I read They Both Die at the End by Alex Silverla, and I loved the book because it was amazing fiction and it had good romance in it the entire time. I really enjoyed the book because it had amazing characters and had a great plot to go along with it.
Yeah, tell me about your outfit tonight. Who inspired you?
I recently watched The Great Gatsby, and this is a 1920s party, so I decided I'd dress for the occasion. And I've got my pearls on and my dress on, so I thought I might end up going with the theme.
I'm Liam Headstream. I'm in 9th grade, and I read They Both Die at the End. I liked the concepts of it, like finding out when you're going to die and like living life to the fullest. It's super interesting to me. I also like the romance. I like romance. It's just a thing of mine.
Okay, well, being a freshman, this is your first experience at the Big Read. What do you think so far?
It's really fun. Yeah, there's food. I just got to play with chalk, and I got to read a good book. So I would definitely do it next year.
So my name is Caitlin Green. I read the book Legendborn. It was about this girl whose mother died, and her mother was part of a secret society called Legendborn. They were made to kill these flying demons that would take the energies from other people. By hunting them down, she learned that she's also royalty. Her memory was attempted to be wiped by a guy named Merlin, in which he failed. Her boyfriend Evan also protected her. The book was pretty action-filled, and I actually loved how detailed they were
Hi, I'm Miss Punjack here at John Hardin. We read They Both Die at the End. It's a really good book. The sad part is how they both end up dying at the end of the story.
But it's popular.
It's very popular. There's over 20 kids that signed up to read the book.
So I want to start at the end. I want to propose something.
To the end.
To the end we go.
Maybe not that.
What if? Because I haven't told y'all about my biases yet.
I want to know.
But what if the book were to end?
Oh, you're just gonna stop it?
Yes, at page.
Where we stop? Part 6 home.
I should have.
305.
I should have marked it.
This is why you bring. Is it 305?
I will warn you, I read this book like a little bit ago. My memory is terrible, so remembering things is a little rough. But
No,
This one.
it was the one.
Binder.
It was the one where there was almost no hope. It was the part where there was almost no hope,
So like before the epilogue.
but she hadn't made it to the other side.
Oh yeah.
But there was
chapter like 13.
there was just a little bit of I could make some happy out of that. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Okay. Like she hadn't gone over the wall yet.
Right.
To look for.
She had
Oh, was it
not.
the one where she just figured out who
Oh,
her father?
I remember. It was
her
where
ex-
she had her bags packed, and Matthew was like, "You got to go out now."
Oh, that was
You're-"
after the wall.
Yeah, he's like, get out.
No, you mean after the wall the second time.
Right.
Yeah.
After the serious war. And he was like, "Did you meet him, or did you meet death?" And she was like, "Yeah, I did." And he was all, "You're dead to me."
Okay, it's close to like 240 something.
I'm way off.
I'm so glad y'all know what I'm talking about.
242,
Yeah.
Can I like dust cover first?
where she's like
Remember dust
rewriting
cover?
her mom's
Remember dust
journal.
cover? I will reset. Stop. Give me my stuff.
No, it's after.
Dust cover.
Yes, because it says, she was like,
please.
"I'll get in a car, but I don't know, I'm not going to go back to Maryland's." What if the last thing we read in this whole book was, perhaps she'll do this, perhaps she'll do this, or maybe I'll do this, but I ain't gonna. And then the end.
I think that definitely would have been good.
That would have been a good ending. It would have left me upset.
I mean, I think I would have been upset no matter how it ended, but I can't think of an ending that I would have been like, that would have been great. But I definitely think this would have been better.
So y'all are neat and tidy enders? Y'all, is that what you're telling me? You know, the
okay.
ending has to be neat and tidy?
No.
I don't think it has
No,
to be.
it doesn't have to be neat and tidy. I just have to like it.
I think it would have been so abrupt because, like, there was nothing that really had happened yet. She had just learned. It's like almost splitting up. It's like when you're reading a story and only a chapter comes out every week.
My name is Sarah Circle. I chose These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong because of the suspense and how I thought the Romeo and Juliet twist would be so interesting.
She mentioned that her dog had kind of got a hold of the book, right?
Yes.
So why does that make what the book looks like more relevant?
I think that because they've been through so much hardships, and this book being through hardships, meaning the dog damaging it, makes it more readable and relatable.
My name is Shelby Bilberry, and I sponsored The Wild Light, which was a great book, especially if you're in the mood to cry a lot. But yet it grips you and just takes you in. But it's about a scientist, so of course that worked for me because that's who I am. And this is
My name is Hayden Jivden, and I read In the Wild Light. My favorite part throughout this entire book was my connection with Cash, the main character, and how his connection with his grandparents grew along with the sports that he does and the getting to know like the scientist.
So he's a sports star and a scientist?
His best friend is a scientist.
which is my favorite character.
Yes. And then my favorite character, of course, is the main character, Cash, who his favorite thing back home in Tennessee was to go canoeing with his grandpa and his best friend.
And you'd highly recommend this book?
Yes, highly recommend it.
My name is Lachelle Harbin, and I'm reading Dragon Hoops, and what I like about the book is the art style.
I'm Jill Sanders. I'm a teacher here at John Hardin. We're reading Dragon Hoops, and I love that it's a graphic novel, which I've never read before.
Can you hold your book up and show it to us?
Yes.
Because of that. So it's got drawings in it.
Yeah, it's a graphic novel.
Hi, my name's Addison Cheney. The book we read was Dragon Hoops, and what I liked about the book is it went through the different history and what basketball had to go through to become an official sport.
Like she was mad at her father, so she just interpreted it a wrong way.
I feel like it's half is, half isn't. Because, I guess it's, useful. It's cool. I feel like it's just kind of a nuisance. Every time you see something and then you're just like, they're gonna die, or they're gonna die, or they're gonna die. I don't know. It's like everyone she saw, they always broke up, and I feel like not everyone breaks up. Like, why didn't she see any of them that stayed together?
Well, she did the old couple.
Archibald and what's her name?
What's her face? Very cute.
I feel like she could have used it more though too. Like she saw it as a curse, obviously, but I would have used it way differently.
How would you have used it?
I don't know. I like to fix things, so I probably would have talked to the couples about it.
Yeah, she could have made it a gift instead of just only seeing it as a curse. She could have tried.
I think it also goes again with the one personality thing of romance haters. She's like, she could have done a lot more with it, and instead she just that's stupid. I'm not gonna look at anyone anymore.
And they're panning and they're opening the fridge and the bananas.
And you're like,
yeah, he's like,
this stuff.
Yeah, it really does exist, because he saw the movies and
it's American movies. Anything could happen in the movies. Is that,
right.
is that real?
True? Right.
Yeah.
And that video and then the magazines. And he's realizing, look what we're missing.
Didn't he get a page of a magazine or something, and he found out about that?
Yes. What was the page? It was for the girl, Lily.
Yeah.
But
It was about a famous person.
Okay.
Yeah, a famous person that she idolized or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they knew about it.
Yeah.
It was
That's why when they mentioned it, I was like, oh. So they knew.
Not only that he tore it out, but they knew what it was.
Exactly. What do you associate with this? You're like, what?
Yeah. That's what was kind of creepy. That eyes were everywhere.
Because they'll have the notes about them, and they're talking about stuff that happened, and I'm like, how did you know about that?
He didn't see the other options that he had available. Because, there's a whole lot of things he could have done. But he just went with, the drugs so that he could continue on and it just made it worse.
It was that big state competition, too, so it just added to the motivation to stay on this drug to get done what he needed to get done.
What about his reluctancy to come open with his parents and say this has happened? When he got hurt, when he got dependent.
What was it? There was a point where he tried to complain to his parents, and he thought about it, and there was that one line that was don't they always say that disaster comes in threes? It's you lose all the work you've done and you don't get paid for it. You're what was it? Was this one? Yeah, Ivy got expelled. It was either that or she ran away with her friends to the road trip or whatever it was. And then your son's addicted. And something about that just kind of sat with me since I'm in a household for the most part where my dad is very volatile due to being bipolar, and I have two very pushy sisters. So sometimes when there's a problem, I'm just maybe I'll just pass on letting father know about this one.
Well, and I think that's it. I think we all struggle with finding our voice at times.
I thought because he was a headmaster, he had money, so he was orchestrating everything.
I didn't really like him, not gonna lie, and I kind of felt he was suspicious early on in the book because during the ceremony, the spades popped on the thing, and he's the only new person there, and from the book, it didn't happen before, so.
Honestly, I thought he was a sleazeball. He's not doing his job very well. He's more of a stand-in. And secondly, he kind of did hint to the whole bigger organization thing. Firstly, they did paint him as your typical, he's the bad guy character. I mean, greased hair to the back, jet black, and then the like perked up nose. That's normally what you would hear in a book.
Okay. My thing about him was the fact that he came out immediately not liking. First, it was like he didn't like any of the kids, I thought, but then he targeted those two, and it was like, whoa, where is this coming from? He's new and everything, but then he became very suspicious, didn't he? Okay, so let's think about that.
We read All My Rage by Saba Tahir, and it was, I personally liked it. My name is Miss Piercy. I'm the discussion leader. I personally like it. I think we all liked it. There were a lot of exciting moments in the book, and I don't know, it was good.
Hi, I'm Harper Taylor. I'm in the 9th grade, and I read Vincent and Theo. And my favorite part about it was just how much it revealed about Vincent van Gogh and his art and the history behind it, and just the kind of point of view that it took on it.
My name is Mark Wells. I'm the principal here at John Hardin High School. This is our Big Read event. It is sponsored by our librarian, Kate Regis, and our library assistant, Aurora Selby. And obviously, you can tell they've done an outstanding job. We've got well over 130 students here tonight. Very proud of our kids for their excitement for reading. Very proud of our staff members who took on a book to read and then discuss. And you can see they decorated, dressed up, and made it a really fun event for our students. So I couldn't be more proud of everyone involved in the 2022 Big Read.
Thank you so much for joining us here at the Big Read at John Hardin High School as we wrap up the end of trimester 1.